Shamima Begum is in a prison camp and in a legal limbo. She has been stripped of her British citizenship and denied the chance to fight her case in court. But with few options left, she has told us that she is now willing to face British investigators and do her time in a UK prison. If the British government changed its mind and reinstated your citizenship, and you were able to come home to the United Kingdom, what would you expect would happen?
To go to prison, I guess, yeah.
But I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you think that would be the right course of justice, spending time in prison in the UK rather than spending time in prison in northeast Syria?
Yeah. Yeah.
You deny carrying out any violent acts or any sort of acts of outright terrorism.
Yeah.
Do you feel that, nonetheless, you have committed a crime to the extent that you should serve time in a British prison?
I mean, I feel like the only crime I committed was coming here, so I would be willing to go to prison for that. But like for the accusations made against me, I'm just gonna have to fight against them and see what happens. Whether I win or lose, I will just have to sit a sentence at some point in my life. Yeah. The British government says that she's a threat to national security, and many people agree. I mean, I don't think I can reassure them. I think only the government can reassure them, and the only way for the government to reassure them is if they come to see me, or if they take me back and, interrogate me, however long they want to interrogate me. They have people for this, to detect liars from the truth tellers. It's not a hard job to see who's lying and who's not lying, and who's consistent and who's not consistent. Begum was 15 when she left East London with 2 school friends to join Islamic State in Syria.
I don't think many people understand what happened to you in the process that meant that you ended up in the situation you are now in. I think like a lot of teenage people, I was at a vulnerable point in my life, and it was just easy for people to take advantage of me and make me do things that I would not normally do if I wasn't so vulnerable. But this was online, is it? Or
yeah.
Was this...
Yeah, online and between my circle of friends who also left with me.
Did you go looking for it at all?
No. They just find you online. Yeah.
Was it people you previously knew who then took advantage of you, or these new people?
Both, yeah.
People close to you?
Yeah, my friends, yeah.
And what was the attraction of coming to Syria? When you decided, tell me how it happened. What do? You sit down one evening with your 2 friends and say, let's do this, or what? What literally happened?
No, I just slowly started becoming practicing, and it opened a doorway to new people and a new life that I thought I wanted and I thought I could fit into, and I didn't fit into my community or my family, so I felt like I was going somewhere where I could, be accepted more for who I was.
What were you promised online? What were the promises of coming here?
Paradise, basically, and it was actually hell on earth.
What about the accusations that have been levelled at you about your activity with Islamic State?
They're all completely false and have no basis to them, and I'm willing to fight them in a court of law, but I'm not being given the chance.
You voluntarily chose with your 2 friends to leave Bethnal Green.
Yeah.
But do you think you were groomed beforehand?
Of course, yeah. I would not have made such a big decision like that if it was not for weeks and weeks and maybe even months and months of grooming. It wasn't just a decision I made very quickly. It was a decision that I thought about for a while. You were living within this sort of Islamic State caliphate, if we can put it like that.
What did you see? If you claimed that you didn't do anything,
yeah.
What were your experiences nonetheless? What did you see? What was your time like?
I mostly stayed at home with my husband and my kids. I sometimes went to go see my friends. Obviously, I was exposed to all the videos. Once I came into ISIS, I was exposed to all the videos and all the propaganda that they were making, and it shocked me and it disgusted me at how far they would go.
What point from arriving in Syria
yeah.
did you think, I've made a massive mistake here?
The second I crossed the border, really, and I was in the place for all the women getting checked in.
Sajid Javid, who as Home Secretary revoked Begum's citizenship, has said that if the British public knew what he did, they would make the same decision. But Begum says that she has never been visited or questioned by a British official. Almost a third of her life has been lived in Syria, and she's not leaving anytime soon. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News, in northeast Syria.